All right.
Way off.
Whatever.
But that's the whole point of it.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, welcome everybody to our show. The name, which we might insert magically with audio technology here. Maybe. If not, I just snapped into the microphone and then, I don't know if we fixed it or whatever.
It will have a name.
Yeah, it'll have a name. It'll probably be really witty and cool because that's just what we do. My name is Elliot.
Because we're witty and cool.
My co-host, if you want,
Skylar Banfield.
Introduce yourself.
Just dox myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We wanted to make a podcast, and we're fucking doing it because why not, right?
Everyone else is doing it, so we want a little piece of that pie.
That's right. And maybe we'll have something interesting to bring to the table, or we'll just be some other kind of generic, fucking boring podcast. Either way, I'm gonna try to have some fun with it. That's my goal anyway.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of this thing. It's just two bros being bros, talking about stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any, agenda or anything, I don't care. I don't care who you are listening right now. I'm sorry.
You're not going to forward your message of hate speech and...
Oh, yeah. This is the platform I use to, proclaim that I'm a Nazi or something. This is it.
You heard it here first,
That's right.
folks.
I'm not a Nazi. But isn't that what Nazis say? See, and that's the real... This is a mystery podcast, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. If I'm a Nazi or not. That's the first arc. And then, at some point...
If you stay tuned until episode 100, you'll find out.
That's right. Episode 100 will be, the big boss fight at the end. Episode 75 is when we hint the second arc, big villain, or, second mystery or whatever. It's a storytelling podcast now. That's what we're doing.
Yes. It's very much a free-form thing at this point. I mean, maybe we'll figure it out later, but...
Or maybe we'll never figure it out, but whatever.
Depends on what makes more money.
Exactly.
Because that's what it's all about.
I'm
money.
not afraid to sell out. So, bring it on.
Heard it here, folks. He's a Nazi and a capitalist.
Yep, capitalist pig, Nazi. I'm also a man, so there's another enemy column checklist. What I want people to take away from episode 1 is that they should hate me. So.
Not that hard.
Yeah, no, it's pretty... I mean, I hate me, so it's pretty easy for...
We like to kid around here, folks, but,
yeah.
As far as content-wise and whatever, it's, we're just here to figure it out. We're going to find our proverbial place in this internet sphere, this whole thing. I mean, you got people that talk about very specific topics and are very educated on them.
Yeah.
And then you have people that don't do that. And I feel like we'll fall into the latter.
We're probably in that second column.
Yeah.
From a realist perspective.
And that's okay.
Eventually.
Because, everybody has a podcast now.
Yeah. And
your mom probably has a podcast.
Your mom does have a podcast. I listen to it, and it's really good. It's not, actually. It's really bad. I just don't have the heart to tell her that, everybody knows how to cook lasagna. You don't have to make a recipe book podcast to tell everybody how to cook your lasagna, and it's like, oh, you know,
Yeah, what it's like pasta, some smashed up tomatoes, and then a little basil, and then
Yeah,
you're good to go. Just put it in like
exactly.
3 layers.
Yeah,
Throw that shit in the microwave for 5 minutes. Boom.
exactly. My family secret is that, you know, we put onions in it, but instead of like chopping them up real nice, we just leave them nice and chunky, and that's the way
Oh,
our
nice.
family likes it.
My family secret is we only cook our food in the microwave.
Oh.
It's healthier.
You're right. I mean, they're just waves. Like, what are heat waves in an oven? They're just waves. Microwaves.
Yeah, it's just
they're
waves.
just waves. So it's all organic and healthy.
It's just as God intended.
That's right.
He wants us to use electromagnetic radiation to cook our food. That was the whole point. It just took us, a couple thousand years to figure that out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when our ancestors were crawling out of the trees and eating bugs and raspberries and, like, woolly mammoths walking around, like, the epitome of this is putting a a microwave sirloin steak on a paper plate.
Serving it up to the nuclear family.
That's right.
2.5 kids.
2.5 kids, a steady 9 to 5.
2 parents. That can be any gender they want.
That's right.
Or sexuality.
Yeah. As long as there were 2 of them.
Yeah, as long as there's 2.5 kids.
Oh, 2.5. Yeah, yeah.
That's the main thing.
That's right. You have to get some, like, I don't know, one of those people who, like, was a twin in utero and then absorbed their sibling, and then they have, like, Beyond Two
Oh, and they,
Souls
like, have
style.
nightmares and stuff? Yeah,
You
they, like, have
know.
nightmares about the twin.
Yeah.
And, the twin resents them because, they were the superior twin, but...
Obviously.
Obviously, they were supposed to be the one who was born, but, fate has a funny way of making fools of us sometimes,
That's
so...
right. That or,
Sometimes you end up as the brain matter of another twin. It's just what happens, man.
Exactly. You can't trust fetuses, is the message I'm trying to get out there. That as soon as you think you're safe with your sibling, they're gonna absorb you, and and then they get born with your strength and skills. That's what happened to me. But I escaped.
But you escaped, yeah. I'm kind of jealous of that fact, I wish I had a twin that I absorbed. I'm obviously lesser of a person.
No, I
for
was
it.
I was the twin that was being absorbed.
Oh.
Yeah. But I realized it was
Well, that's
happening,
different
and I
then.
was, and then I knocked on the inside of my mom's womb, and I was like, "Hey, can I get out of here?" And the doctor was like, "All right, yeah, let's go." It was that's why I was C-section. It was, I was like, I need to get out of here. Like, you see this other guy? He's just like sucking my brain cells. I don't know.
The miracle of life.
Yeah, I'm never gonna understand the complex flavors of cilantro because that part of my brain was absorbed by my in utero.
The other part of your brain was Italian?
Yeah, like I can't.
Oh, God.
I don't like. I cilantro is gross to me. Like that's a.
Oh,
hot thing
yeah, no, that
I've
is like
heard.
an actual thing.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, like,
Cilantro
it tastes like soap
soap
to some people.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it, and I have that whatever. I don't know if it's a defect or just a genetic, variation or whatever.
I mean, I guess it'd be a defect if you lived in a culture that
If there was
used a lot of
cilantro
cilantro.
everywhere, if I was born in a cilantro patch.
I'm in the opposite. I like cilantro on stuff. It does not taste like soap to me.
No.
So, I mean, confirmed. You heard it.
Congratulations.
It's,
I can't do it. The cilantro, man. I wish I could too. Like I hear that it's amazing, and it goes on, it's on a lot of Mexican food, and I love some Mexican food, so, but, if it has
But you have to be
cilantro,
specifically like, do not put any fucking cilantro on this.
Yeah.
It tastes like shit to me.
Yeah. I think a lot of salsas use cilantro. Or a lot of, what the fuck is it called? It's like chunky, chopped up salsa, but it's not liquidy.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know.
I don't know. I wish I had. Anyway, usually that has a lot of cilantro in it too. Whatever I was trying to describe, I don't know. I don't know the name of it. Anyway, moving on.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Elliot?
Oh, okay. I am a young man. 27 as of this year, which is cool because it's like I have to do something with my life, and then like overdose to fit in with my heroes who all did that.
Yeah, that is the age.
Yeah, like I have to do something super cool and become a sex icon, and then just like accidentally snort too much weed powder or something. I don't know.
Smoke a blunt that's been cut with like a fentanyl or something.
Oof, yeah, that would be the way to go, honestly. That's actually super realistic and really scary and sad, but yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I work just a job that is just, paying my bills. I don't really care too much about pursuing a career in the department, but I'm like, I write, I do artistic things. I suck at it, but it's what I do. I'm a right hemisphere brain kind of dude. What about you, Skylar? Who are you, man? We just met today, is that correct?
That's correct. I had never met this man before in my life. He came into my home. I left my door unlocked while I was taking a shower, and he busted into the bathroom with a gun. And he was like, "Sit down right now. We're gonna do a podcast.
We're doing
together."
a podcast right here in his bathroom. And
And I mean, he has a revolver. I don't know if it's loaded or not, but I have to assume it is.
Yeah. Are they blanks or not?
So
that's what you should really worry about.
I'm not going to take that chance, so I will tell you about myself then, Elliot. My name is Skylar. I work at a shitty gas station job at the moment. I don't exactly hate it. It's not the worst job I've ever had, but it's certainly not the best. I mean, it's not the best paying if we're gonna get into financials here. But
You did mention how much you like money earlier. Sorry to interject, but yeah.
I've recently been attempting to change careers. I studied information technology, or I guess the proper term is computer information sciences would be what I would put on my resume to make it sound better. So just trying to do that. I'm a gamer, so that's a strike against me on getting laid or anything like that. But
yeah.
Yeah,
add that to my list of bad qualities as well. But yeah, that's why we get along. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something to talk about at least. Some people like sports. Some people, they like kill people.
Yeah, some people like, pushing the limits of artificial intelligence.
Yeah, and some people, they like furry porn.
Yeah.
We're all just,
We're just people,
We're just people, man. We're just people being people, doing people stuff.
That's right.
That's all it is. That's all I am, too. I mean, that's all you really need to know.
That's what's up.
I also fuck like a beast.
Oh, for real?
No.
I don't. Yeah, I've heard the opposite, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of your
So, yeah,
exes have
that's about
contacted
it.
me and said that, that's mean. I was gonna say, okay. I was gonna get mean. Never mind. I'm sorry.
More proof, people. More proof that Elliot is a bastard.
That never happened. You guys, I've made this all up.
He's gonna cut that out. He's gonna cut that out.
No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck.
He'll cut this out, too.
Yeah, I don't know. Nah. I don't edit. No, well, maybe. I don't know. I haven't done any audio editing at all. I've done a little bit of video editing, and by that I mean, like, cutting pieces of a video out on Twitch, because that's it.
Yeah,
I
see.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I think it's better for the integrity of the show to leave everything in.
Yeah, you're right.
That also means you won't hear a whole lot of racial slurs or anything like that, so...
Hopefully not.
I hope not.
I mean, who knows?
Not like we can get demonetized when we're not even monetized. It's just episode 1, people. We got a ways to go.
We've got... Exactly. You never know who's gonna walk in, folks, and start, spouting off crazy things and saying, slurs and insensitive
Yeah, especially in my
things.
bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Anybody could bust in with a gun while you're in the shower and force you to record a podcast with them. Some people are just loco, man. They're just wild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea of what you're getting at.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen the tattoo on my forearm here that says loco, and then the other one that says insane?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of freaked out when I saw those teardrop tattoos underneath your eye, and I know that means you've killed people before, like, technically, so
that is correct.
That kind of freaked me out a little bit, but I didn't judge you because of that, because you're totally valid.
Well, thank you.
As a person.
I appreciate it. I put the teardrops there as as an artistic expression of my soul, like, crying because I've killed so many people.
Because of the people you murdered.
Yeah.
Because of that family in Minnesota you murdered in 1998.
That's right. That family that I murdered in 1998. Yeah, their bodies won't be found. It's been, 20-some years now? Like, yeah, I'm...
Their bodies might not be found, but the screams still haunt you every night.
That is correct. I sleep with one eye open, and that's because my left eye is, there's no eyelid, so I have to sleep with one eye open.
Huh, that's interesting. I never noticed. Although I was doing my best not to look at your face.
Yeah, you were too distracted by the large gun that I was waving.
That 6-barrel revolver that you got sitting on your lap right there. Yeah, I know.
Hoo-wah! I don't know. Fuck. I was gonna say, I like talking about movies, They're easy to talk about with anybody.
Sure.
And there's a lot of them, right?
Yeah, there is a lot of them.
Did you see the new, have you seen the new Matrix trailer?
Yeah, I did. And it's like, I don't know if it's like supposed to be a meta thing or...
Yeah. Like, that was... I was getting that kind of vibe. Like, it's not... Like, it's one of those weird... It's a reboot, but the person, like, remembers their past lives kind of thing. But... Like, you know, did it technically happen because it's all digital anyway? Like, yeah, you know, I
I mean, Lawrence Fishburne, he's apparently not in it.
yeah, which is wild. Like, I think it's just Keanu and the chick who played Trinity. I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah, me either. But yeah, I mean, unless they're like, it's gonna be like a big, you know, post-credit scene. It's gonna be Lawrence Fishburne sitting in the chair, and he pulls out a blue pill and then a red pill, and then a third arm comes up, and it's a black pill.
Yes. Like a third Lawrence Fishburne arm, or
Yeah,
like a
his
second
hand.
person.
Like
from the
it does the
side.
whole thing. It's like, you know, you can take the whatever pill and wake up, and whatever, you can take the other pill and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. And then, like, right as he's about to make his choice, a third arm comes up in the middle and opens up, and it's this black pill, and he's like, or you could take the black pill and see the world as it really is. That's my canonical ending to Matrix 4.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's probably what's gonna happen.
I wouldn't be surprised.
From the, yeah, but yeah, they're like definitely making it taking a deeper like psychological approach to it. You know, well, it's I like the first 3 movies were like all Christianity analogies, right? So like,
yeah, Neo is Jesus.
yeah, Christ allegory. That's the word I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's cool and whatever. So it's like, okay, this is a new iteration, and it had like, it was using, I want to say there was a Alice in Wonderland book somewhere, and it was saying, you know, the whole white follow the rabbit thing. It's doing a whole Alice in Wonderland
Is it the Looking Glass?
through
Beyond
the Looking Glass,
Beyond
Beyond the Looking Glass, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those,
Yeah, one of those weird ones, which is cool, you know, that's fun, but, you know, I'm sure if you didn't want any more Matrixes, you could say Matrices. Yeah.
Matrices?
Matrices.
Yeah. I guess you could. It's
you
the Matrices universe.
Yeah, like the
cinematic universe.
like you could say the Matrix movies, or the movies Matrices. No, never mind. Anyway, if you didn't want any more Matrix movies, you could say, okay, the third one's the ending. Who cares about whatever's coming out, you know?
I mean, I think a lot of people didn't want any Matrix movies after the first one.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, the first one was it. I mean, it was a perfect movie. Like, it stands alone, like, just fine, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. To me, the first one was way more memorable than the second or third. I can barely remember anything that happens in the second or third. I remember there was, like, that whole, like, orgy, rave, disco party in one of them,
Yeah,
right?
at the beginning of the third
Like,
one.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
That's, like, the
of
only
movies.
thing I remember.
Yeah. I remember there was the like, albino dudes with dreads that were introduced in the second movie. And then the third movie with the dance party orgy, and then like all the Agent Smiths like just piling on top of each other in that one fight that was just circling in 360 the whole time.
I mean, the fight choreography in those movies was still good.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like the story was just not memorable to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's just because it's been 10 plus years since I watched them, but at the same time, I also remember the first Matrix movie. I mean, I remember that almost scene for scene. That was iconic.
Yeah. I haven't watched it in a while, but yeah, you know, it's...
It probably also helps I played those shitty games that they made for both of them. It was like Enter the Matrix, where you don't even play as Neo. You play as, Niobe and Ghost.
Yeah. I never played that one, but I heard... yeah.
It's pretty awful. It was terrible.
That's what
but I played a bunch.
There was
And
the
then
other
there
one
was
that was what, Path of Neo.
Path of
That one
Neo.
was
Yeah,
pretty
that's
sweet.
it.
I liked that
That
one.
one was really good,
It was
actually.
probably like not, canon or like,
No,
like,
but it
technically
had
good, but it was fun.
it had all the story beats there.
Yeah, and it was like
And
I'm
the
finally
gameplay was
playing as
pretty
Neo.
fun.
It's
Yeah, that was probably the big part of it. Was you play as Neo. It's just what people wanted, Give people what they want. Who the hell's Niobe? Who the hell's Ghost?
yeah.
I think it's Ghost. I don't remember.
I think it's
I know it
Ghost
was
too,
Niobe.
but like I'm pretty sure he's either in the beginning of the third one for like the first couple minutes and then he gets shot, or it's the beginning of the second movie and he's like just introduced and then he's killed, and you're just led to believe he was some other operative dude going into the Matrix. But it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of people who died in the Matrix that, like, you would think if it was, like, post-apocalyptic situation, not a whole lot of humans are in the real world or whatever, you would, I don't know, value the people who die a lot more. But there's, like, a ton of them, and they just keep, I don't know how many people are awake or, like, outside of the Matrix, I didn't pay attention to if that was explained or if it was just inferred.
Yeah, it's been so long, I don't really remember. I mean, I know that it, at least when Neo wakes up and he wakes up in the, the like egg sack thing, there's like tons and tons of people because they use them for like energy or something, right?
Yeah.
Like they're power cells, but they keep them in a state of they're like, it's like if you were to put like cows that were in a slaughterhouse and you were to put like VR glasses on them so they see a field they're grazing in.
Oh man. Oh.
That's like what it would be like,
that's
right?
Yeah. I was gonna say there's a beautiful analogy. Yeah. That makes aren't we all just cows with VR goggles on in the slaughterhouse?
I mean, maybe. We very well could be.
Yeah, that was the question I had after the first Matrix. Was, am I a cow with VR goggles?
I want to see the red lady.
I want
to see the red lady with the big boobies.
That's right.
Nothing else matters besides that.
Yeah, especially on
a
New York street with just like a bunch of businessmen, bunch of boring dudes walking.
I mean,
around.
that scene was really well done
look
because it was like she was supposed to be eye-catching. She was supposed to be, it was very, very against the drab background of whatever fucking street in New York they were on. Then all of a sudden, this beautiful, beautiful woman wearing bright red comes out and just stands out. It's a very memorable scene.
Yeah.
The Wachowski sisters. They know how to direct a movie.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know anything else that they've made besides The Matrix, so I can't say, like, oh, I love their work, but...
Yeah, I can't say I know anything either outside of their, Matrix stuff. Matrix. It's not like the Coen brothers where they have, a ton of, memorable, very memorable movies.
Dude,
like
yes.
No Country for Old Men, and There Will Be Blood, didn't they do Ballad of Buster Scruggs too? I think that was the last one they worked on together.
Yeah, you told me to watch that one, and I never got around to it, so...
It's so good.
I know, I fucking...
I think it came out around the same time Red Dead 2 came out, so I was like kind of on a cowboy kick because I know I watched the whole like Clint Eastwood, Fistful of Dollars and For a Dollar More. I watched that whole trilogy. It's really good,
nice.
Very good. Clint Eastwood's badass.
That's awesome.
It's crazy to go from that and then like Gran Torino, where he's like an old racist man.
Yeah. I haven't seen I haven't seen a whole lot of Clint Eastwood movies, unfortunately.
Yeah, he has another one coming out. I can't remember what it's called. It looks like it's going to be like his probably last Western. But it's going to be a Western. I mean, I know the poster for it was like him as an old man in a cowboy hat, so I mean, he's like 80.
Dude, he's like 90.
Oh my
I
god!
think.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
have no idea how old he is, but yeah.
I mean, he's old.
Yeah, for
He was
real.
old in Gran Torino, and that was like what, 15 years ago,
Yeah.
something like that. I remember all the edgy kids at school loved it because he was super racist, and that was,
Yeah.
that was the cool thing at 14, 13, 14 was racism.
Yeah, exactly. It was racism and homophobia, man. That was the thing. It was good though.
Yeah,
Made me laugh, I don't know. Unfortunately.
mixed in with like that Newgrounds culture. I mean, Newgrounds, I was super into Newgrounds.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of that on there. There was a lot of that. Not something I thought about till years later, but then I was like, one day I was like, before Flash, got old Yellard.
Oof.
I went on Newground. I mean, you can still play Newground stuff, and it's all like backed up or whatever. But
Yeah.
before it, shut down, I went back on the site, and I was like, I'm gonna play some stuff I played as a kid, and it was like, shoot George Bush in the head, fucking cut off Britney Spears' arms, and shoot the Teletubbies, or
Man.
fucking punch the Powerpuff Girls in the face. It was so visceral, and it was like, man, I was like 10. I shouldn't have been playing that shit. I should not have been on that website, man, or I don't know. But the internet, it was a lot less regulated back then. It was easier to get that content, especially if you knew where to look.
Yeah, man. It was like the Wild West. I would think. I wasn't I didn't have a computer steady access to a computer until high school when I bought a laptop.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. We had,
that's kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, we
I
had
always had one
one-
in my house.
We had one in the house, but it was like, I was one of 5 kids, so like, and you know how little kids are, they're annoying, and like, if somebody's doing one thing, they all want to do that one thing to feel like it's fair, or, whatever fucking little kids think. So it was like, if I ever had a chance to use the computer, it was like there was always one of my siblings that was either using it with me or like watching or like, waiting to fucking pounce.
Yeah, I guess I never really had that till I was, my little brother, he wasn't born till I was 10 years old. And by then I was already, I was already in it. I knew what Newgrounds was by then. Shit.
Well, shit,
But
yeah,
yeah, I
if
know.
he was born when you were 10, I mean, you've got till you were 13, 14 before he was up and talking and all up in your grill,
that's
so to
that's
speak.
about right.
Yeah.
I remember, like, it was like once he finally understood, it was like every year during Christmas, I had to go onto that NORAD website because my mom didn't have any idea how to work a computer. Still really doesn't. She can navigate Facebook and stuff, but
Yeah.
that's about it. But yeah, I had to go onto like that NORAD site every year because they do that Santa tracker thing. And that was fun,
Oh, that's cool.
I at least got to show him the good side of the internet and
Yeah.
keep him safe from all the bad stuff. Although now that he's 18, he's kind of figured it out.
Yeah. Now he's the danger on the internet, man.
Yeah, he probably knows it better than I do. I mean, to be
Probably.
honest.
Probably.
I relegate myself to only a few websites. I mean, because there's only a few websites on the internet anymore, really.
Honestly, they all fall under some umbrella corporation or fucking. Yeah. Yup.
Yep, like you said, it really was like the Wild West. I mean, I was still too young to really understand it. Occasionally you come across some old dude, or I say old, but they're probably like 10 or plus years older than me, that'll talk about using like Usenet or something back in the 90s, or
Yeah.
just crazy stuff like that. And I always thought it was crazy to just hop on like what was like the Dragon Fable or Adventure Quest
Yes,
forums
oh,
and
man.
talk to people.
Those were fun fucking games, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I remember convincing my mom's boyfriend to because he had a credit card, and that was like, whoa, you have a credit card? You
Nice.
can actually buy stuff on the internet. So I was like, if I kept my grades up for a quarter of the year, he said he'd buy me a Adventure Quest, whatever.
Oh, fucking Guardian?
Yeah, like the Guardian
Nice.
subscription, and I did, and I got it, and then my mom dumped him like not long after that. I mean, it was only $15, but
Still, yeah. That's awesome. That was a fun game. It was a good intro to MMOs, I think, because it was like, an online game, but you weren't really playing it multiplayer.
Yeah, the only multiplayer was like going on the forums and talking to people. It was like, I think you could equate it to something like Neopets, where it's technically an online game with a bunch of other people, but the only interaction you have is with the pedophiles on the forums.
Yeah. The ones who are trying to lure you to, hey, buddy, do you want guardianship?
Yeah, I'm sure that happened a lot. Luckily, I didn't run into any of that, so all my memories are pure.
That's good. That's
Yeah, the internet was a lot cooler. But that's probably just me being old.
yeah.
With a bit of nostalgia.
It wasn't as big, it wasn't as easily accessible back then. Like it was still pretty easy to access, but it wasn't like it is now, where your grandma and great grandma and their uncles are, able to use their phone for whatever, like.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the smartphone that really that made it super easy for everyone to connect to the internet, because it's like, oh, what's this browser? Oh, I can get on Facebook and look at my daughter's kids, and it's just it was that mobile data that did it, because there's still a lot of old people that don't understand how to work a desktop computer or laptop, really.
No, yeah. Like, even, I've seen some people who are like the phone now is so easy to use that it's just like they don't even like try to fuck around with a computer at all,
Mm-mm.
And it's like, yeah, like, you don't, I guess you don't really need a computer, like.
Yeah, not really for most stuff. Like, I was trying to think of some stuff but I was like, first I was like, oh, taxes, but like, no, you can do all your taxes on your phone, like, even easier than your computer, because you can just take a picture of your W-2 and it's immediately uploaded.
Yeah.
Like, all the spaces are filled out. You just go through and correct stuff if need be. Banking, nope, you can do that all on your phone. Budgeting, you can do all that on your phone. Yeah, there's,
Yeah, it's just like printing stuff out, but it's, even then there's ways to fucking.
You can print
hook
stuff
up,
out from your phone,
yeah,
too.
Wi-Fi, if your printer has
Bluetooth.
Yeah, Bluetooth. That's. Yup, man.
Yeah, the only, like, computers, you have to have a specific need for them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think everyone, well, not everyone, but I need one, obviously.
Yeah, I own too
Just
many
because-
like PC video games to like, if I didn't own a computer, like that would have been just a shitload of money down the drain,
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, it's that sunk cost fallacy.
I want to say I
Got
have
all
like
these Steam games, so I need a
20 some
computer.
games on Steam. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bunch, too. Between Steam, GOG, and I really should
Shit, yeah.
download that Epic Games Store and get all those free games they release every week.
Yeah. I've thought about it, and then I was like, man, do I really, am I gonna use this?
Are you really going to buy into another company's ecosystem?
Yeah, right. I just signed up for fucking Game Pass for PC, so it's like, do I need another? I need to go and cancel some of my streaming subscriptions because I'm not using them, you know.
I mean, I'll vouch for Game Pass though. Game Pass is
Game Pass has been
definitely-
pretty sick so far.
Yeah.
You know, all I've played on it is Psychonauts 2. I haven't finished it, but I'm getting pretty close to the end, I think. The bee librarian chick.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I just fixed her
Yeah.
brain. So
Yeah, you're pretty close then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
I have
you're
to
pretty-
go
you're
and get
pretty there.
the vines taken off of the, I don't know, extractor brain.
Oh
thingy.
yeah. Hmm.
So
Yeah, that level, that's like another of my favorite levels is the one you do to get those vines off. I really like that one a lot.
nice.
Got me right in the feels, you know?
Yeah. I was looking on
It's
Game
been
Pass
good about
for
that.
fucking. We can talk about Psychonauts too as well. I just
Oh,
I
no,
wanna
you're
finish
good.
it before I die. You know,
Yeah, no, that's
dive
fine.
into it.
I'll say you're pretty close, so.
Okay. I'll probably finish it tonight, honestly. Oh, I was looking at Game Pass and I was like, "Oh, sweet, I could get fucking sorry. I can get I can play the Halo games because I haven't played those ever, you know. I've always had PlayStations. But like the whole I don't see how you can download them individually. It just says like the size. There's the whole Master Chief collection. It's like 150 some gigs.
Oh, yeah.
But it says that
I
for
don't- I-
all of them. So I'm like, do I have to download the whole bundle just to play one of the games, you know?
you know, I'm not, because the way it is on, at least on my Xbox, is like, you download it, and then, like, it comes up with a prompt, and it's like, okay, do you want to download? And it'll only download the one you want.
Oh, okay.
I just think you have to do that initial download. I could be wrong, could be different on PC. I know it took them a very long time to get the Master Chief Collection like fixed on PC, but from what I understand now, it's like, you know, it's fixed and runs
Oh, okay. That's good.
on any system and stuff. But I think you do get to choose which one you want installed.
Okay.
So you can install one at a time instead of
Nice.
all of them all at once and take up all your disk space.
Yeah, that's like all I have. I mean, I was gonna say all I have. It's some space, but I have, you know, I only have that much space left on my hard drive. I need to expand it, but whatever.
God, how big is your hard drive? Like a terabyte?
Yeah, it was just a terabyte.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
But I have like 20 or 30 games on Steam alone installed, plus
Oh, yeah.
Classic
that'll do it.
WoW and Overwatch and, you know.
Still subscribe to those Blizzard games.
Yeah, I honestly need to just, like, uninstall them, because, you know, I don't see myself playing them anytime soon.
I don't either. Oh, I can't believe how addicted we got to Classic WoW, and then
Dude,
it was
yeah.
just like, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I quit because I knew if I went to school, I wouldn't have been able to study if I had Classic WoW in the back of my head.
Yeah.
But now that it's been a year, I don't know. I see how the state of it now. You know, the Burning Crusade came out, and
Yeah, I was really excited about it for a minute, and then I think they introduced like the WoW token system with it,
Yeah.
like already. So it was like you could already fucking just pay to win. Or
yeah,
or,
there's
like,
a
level
boo-
boost
you
or
get a
something.
character boost,
Yeah.
yeah, up to 60, I think. Plus, I think if you buy, I don't know, if you buy something, you get like a mount in game.
Oh,
So that already kind of like
jeez.
is like, oh, that's not very true to the classic spirit. I could be wrong about that though. This is just what I've, like sometimes a post will hit the top of my feed and I'll be like, oh yeah, classic WoW, how's that doing? It's still a lot of people addicted to it, but
Yeah.
just reading the criticism. And I mean, I'm still subscribed to our old guild too, so I look in there from time to time. And
Yeah, me too. I've checked up on it a little bit. It looks like most of them have switched over to
Final
Final
Fantasy.
Fantasy. Yeah, I've thought about downloading it. but
Same here. It's supposed to. I think it's supposed to come out on Game Pass. Actually,
really nice.
I think so. I'm not
Fuck.
100%. I know all the Final Fantasy games are like coming out on it at some point.
Man, full
yeah.
circle. Yeah, Final Fantasy. I want to say 13 is on there because that's on my list.
Yeah, that
of
one just
things
came
to
out.
play. Nice.
I think there's. They've removed some. They only stay on for a little while, but they had 7 and 8 at one point.
Oh.
And then I played through 9 while it was on here. I think 10 is still on there.
Nice.
But yeah, 13 is one I want to check out. I'm looking at Game Pass on PC now. I don't ever check out the PC one but it has a completely different,
Yeah, I'm sure it's a different setup. I need to get I need to get either an Xbox controller or I need to download like
that DS4 thing I was
DS4
telling
thing,
you about.
yeah, for my PS controller because I can't
Mhm.
use a controller. I've been playing Psychonauts with the keyboard and mouse, and like it works okay,
But it's a platformer, so you can only like move in 8 directions when you're using a keyboard instead of the full analog.
Yeah, it's a little bit
whatever
funky,
experience.
and I'm pounding keys constantly, but I've got.
It's nowhere near as hard as the first game,
No, yeah,
like platforming wise, nowhere near.
yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah, I can understand. It's it's weird because I figured they would have already integrated it. But I know I saw a commercial or some kind of ad, or not an ad, but it was on the Xbox subreddit, and like everyone was freaking out because they were playing Game Pass games with the PlayStation controller, and it was like, oh, somebody must have messed up, and it was like, no. They wanna do controller integration like Steam. It's
Yeah.
just, Xbox Game Pass is still in beta on PC.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I mean, that's why I use Steam too, because I've been using my Switch Pro controller, just plugging it into Steam, and it just recognizes it and says, "Okay, we got you."
Yeah, that's
boo,"
what I was using too. God, they have the Yakuza games. I didn't know they were on PC.
Yeah, oh,
Play
man.
Yakuza 0.
Yeah, dude, the library on Game Pass is honestly, it's pretty okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree. There are some stinkers on there, but it's like, oh, Among Us.
Yeah, we could
They have
play
all these-
Among Us together.
Play Among Us.
Because, Oh, Dark Alliance, yeah. I don't know if
Yeah.
my computer could handle it. I feel like it probably could, but there's like cross-platform multiplayer. Oh shit, Outer Worlds is on here? Oh man.
Yeah. I wish, I really need to get a better PC because there's some games. There's all these 4X strategy games like Crusader Kings and stuff, and I freaking love those games.
Yeah.
There's Hearts of Iron and stuff like that.
Crusader Kings was a hard one for me, dude. I did not... I don't know. I couldn't get into it. It's very dense. Like, you have to really sit down and, like, read and understand sort of medieval monarchy structure,
Yeah, you have to understand a lot. There's a lot of, it's like, what would like a manager simulator kind of deal.
Yeah, I was gonna say like politics, like a politics game.
Yes, very much so. It's
Where it was
like I think I put like
hey,
50 or 60 hours into it, and like I would always start because it would recommend, or at least on like the wiki and stuff, it'd be like play in Ireland, and if you can conquer all of Ireland, then you can play the game. And I never was able to conquer Ireland. I never could. I would always end up having someone betray me, or I would get really close, and then I would get invaded or something. But I still enjoyed my time with it. It was really fun.
Yeah, I did not do very well with it, and so I never picked it back up because it was just like that very first time you play it, and it was like I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, and then it's like, oh, hey, you should get married to this foreign power for this, resource reason or whatever. And you're like, okay, cool. And it's like, oh, well, her brother, is now serving on your high court, and he's gonna fucking throw you in the dungeon and marry his sister and take over your country. And it's like, okay, well, game over for me, bro. Like, I don't know what to do here.
I know what to do there.
I've never experienced this in real life, so I don't know how to respond.
Nope.
So game over. That was my experience with Crusader Kings.
That's fair. I'm pretty sure that's most people's experience. You hear stories about it. Someone will be like, "Oh yeah, I took over I created a new Holy Roman Empire, and then I married my daughter off, and she, there's just some really crazy stories. It's like EVE Online. It's way cooler to read the stories than it is to actually play it, unless you're super into it.
Yeah, if you
because
really
the stories
like
are way better.
Sitting there looking at like the text box that's on some kind of pixelated parchment, like, yeah.
It's kind of like that Caves of Cud game I was telling you about, that like rogue like game.
Oh yeah.
Where it was like I said I like made a clone of myself, and then he was like my friend for a while, but eventually he got hit with a spell that made him not my friend, and then he like went off on his own little adventure and got all buffed up, and then he came back and killed me later. It's like, but I mean the reality of that was it was just like a bunch of text boxes and
yeah,
like not immersive game. I mean it's immersive, but it's not.
It's immersive in the same way that like reading a novel is immersive,
Yeah,
you're filling in the blanks with your imagination. Yeah,
that's all that matters. That's gaming at its core.
Exactly.
Well, we've hit the 50-minute mark.
Oh yeah, nice. That's cool, and I've only had... Actually, yeah, I think we've hit every topic that I wrote down. Now, one more, but I don't know how to segue into it, so fuck it.
We'll save it for next time.
Yeah.
We can do some closing stuff here now, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I do want to make a habit of having a hot take for every episode.
Oh boy, a hot take.
Just a hot take. So hot take for episode 1. Fuck autumn, dude. Fall sucks as a season. Winter is way better. Yeah, maybe fall is pretty, and the leaves are pretty colors, but you know what? The leaves hide fucking spiders all over your yard, and the pressure changes, and it's like unpredictable weather. Fuck it. I'd rather it just be cold all the time and then like hang out in the snow than deal with autumn. That's my hot take for episode 1.
Wow, that is a very hot take, because autumn is my favorite season.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
basic,
that's all right.
Basic
I get
ass
it.
Bitch over here. I see.
I know. I like that pumpkin spice latte.
I was just about to say. I did see you have a pair of leggings and yoga pants in your closet.
Uggs. I know. What can I say? I love Starbucks. I can't stop myself, sweetie.
Yeah, we can. You can defend autumn if you want, or you can just.
No, I understand. I think what I like about autumn is that it gets into that, it's hoodie weather.
Yeah.
And I love wearing hoodies.
That's fair, yeah.
As opposed to like bundling up a lot, or, having to just wear t-shirts and shorts and stuff. So I can wear jeans and a hoodie, and that's what I'm most comfortable in. Okay. Other than that, I guess it's also the season I was born in, so I guess that kind of helps too.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That makes sense. I was born in winter. So.
Yeah, you were.
Huh.
I do like winter more than any of the other
than like summer
seasons
and like spring.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to rank them, it would be like probably autumn, winter, spring, and then summer as the very last. I just do not like the heat. I am not a fan.
That's fair. I No, I would go winter, summer, autumn, spring. Probably. I hate spring. That's the worst one. But that's just my hot take. That's
It's a good hot
I wanted to
take.
put that out there. Everybody is
I'm sure that's gonna piss a lot of people off.
everybody is gearing up for autumn season, and fuck them. Come at me. If you're gonna watch Hocus Pocus this year and you're gonna post on your Instagram about it, fuck you. That's what I'm saying. That's my stance. And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, well, one, ouch. Hocus Pocus is a timeless classic.
I've never seen it, so I don't even care. I should watch it, but I don't care at this point.
That's the one with the witches, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's with the fat one and the blonde one and the I think there's a third one maybe.
Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah, and then the chick from Sister Act.
Oh yeah,
I
the
think.
one, yeah, she's got like buck teeth. Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Sister Act. I don't know. What's the other chick's name? Kathy Najimy. I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't
The
seen
only
it.
ones I know are Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't care. Fight me, Send
You're
me
not going
send
to.
me send me hate mail about it. I want the audience to not like me. I want to be the antagonist of the show.
You're gonna be the heel.
Yeah. I don't know what that
The
means.
heel. That's what it's in wrestling. That's like it's a wrestling term. It's like how like John Cena, he's the good guy, and then he has an antagonistic dude. Whoever the antagonistic dude is, that's the heel.
Oh, okay. It would be like, Allahu, the, back
Brett
bar or
Favre,
whatever,
maybe?
and it's like a, terrorist guy, and John Cena has to beat him.
Yeah, it'd be something like that. Sounds like more like 90s wrestling, which was very, racist. But yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, but but that would be the heel. It's
Yeah, the
like
heel would be he's
okay.
the bad guy.
Okay.
The people the audience is supposed to rally against.
Oh, okay. How do you know so much about wrestling? Were you a pro wrestler?
I was super into wrestling in like my teens. But that's a topic for another
That
time.
is a topic for another time. We're hitting an hour here, which is, by this time, if people haven't turned it off by now, they want it turned off. So
Yeah, an hour's about to cut off, I'd say. So, well, that was episode 1 of so far the unnamed podcast.
Yeah.
But
we'll figure out a name, and thanks for listening, everyone. I appreciate it.
as do I.
All right.
So, this is Skylar signing off.
Shit. I hit
Live
stop
long
and then I
and
hit
prosper.
record again, so we'll just have to splice that again. Whatever.